With PSR going through the Class 1 railroads, understand the impact on your taxes and your railroad retirement when you take that separation allowance from the railroad. Welcome everyone to the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name is John McNamara with Highball Advisors. And today we're going to talk about when you leave the railroad, right? Perhaps there's downsizing going on or other issues, PSR, that type of thing. So what's that impact when you get that severance or separation allowance from the railroad? So I'm going to walk through it, and then I'll talk to you at the end about some strategies that we can look at to help alleviate the impact. Right, so the railroad, right, they eliminate the position, okay, and what they're going to do is say, okay, we're going to compensate you with a lump sum or an amount of money. Thank you for your time that you served with us, but you're no longer required to work at the railroad. So they're going to compensate you as you depart, right? So now you're the railroader, right? What do? You relinquish your job rights to the railroad, right? You're no longer employed by the railroad, so you don't have that right to a job anymore. And then in exchange, you're going to receive a compensation, and that compensation is usually a lump sum, or it will be a periodic payment, which might be a monthly payment, or it might be quarterly payments, that type of thing. So that's what you'll receive in return, right? You hand over your rights. In return, they give you compensation. But there's impacts of those decisions, right? So you want to be thinking about that as you're going through this. And, this is a difficult time for a lot of people. They spend a lot of time with the railroad, and, you kind of, there's a lot of emotions going on. So just kind of this will give you an idea on how to handle it. So if you get the lump sum, right, you're going to get to, right, because you're like, just give me my money and leave me alone type thing. So, but however, that could bump you up into a higher tax rate. So you want to look at that, see where you are on the tax scale, and if you do get a large sum of money, that might bump you up into the higher tax rate. So you want to be very concerned about that. And also, depending upon where you are with your emergency fund, you might want that steady balance of periodic payments until you find another position. So you might want to stretch those payments out. Also, that compensation is still going to get taxed on your Tier 1 and Tier 2, even though you're not in the railroad, Tier 2 also, and the Medicare tax also. So that's going to get taken out of that compensation. And finally, you've paid the Tier 1, Tier 2. This is kind of a whammy here. Your Tier 2, you don't get any more credited months of service, right? So they've taken out that Tier 2, and you've paid this on this large sum. However, your final day is the last month of credited railroad service, and we all know that in Tier 2, you want those months of service because that increases your railroad retirement income on the Tier 2. So that's a bit of a whammy, so you want to recognize that. So I hope you found this helpful. Understand, stretch out those tax payments, what I recommend, and, and those other issues you really have to be aware of, especially on that retirement income, the Tier 2. So I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Appreciate that. The channel's growing really, really well. Share it with your friends and colleagues. And in the meantime, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody.